Welcome, mortals. This is a play about the dark.
Ooh, fun. Darkness.
The darkness outside. And the darkness inside.
Where do you hold your darkness?
I keep mine in my heart. Where do you hold your darkness?
I keep mine in my soul. Where do you keep your darkness?
I keep mine in my teeth.
Do you brush your teeth? Do you know what happens when you don't brush your teeth?
Do you know what happens when you let ambition take control?
Do you know what happens when you leave morality behind?
Well, you're about to find out. When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
That will be ere the set of sun.
Where the place?
Upon the heath,
There to meet with
Macbeth!
fair
is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air.
What bloody man is that?
This is the sergeant who, like a brave and hardy soldier, fought. Say to the king the knowledge of the broil, as thou didst leave it.
Doubtful it stood as two spent swimmers that do cling together. The merciless MacDonald, worthy to be a rebel for the multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him. But all's too weak for brave Macbeth would deserve such a name. Who, disdaining fortune, with brandished steel it smoked a bloody execution. Like valor's man he carved his path till he reached the nave. Chene'er shook hands or banned farewell, till he enseamed him from knaves to chaps and fixed his head upon our battlements.
Oh, valiant cousin, worthy gentleman!
Mark, King of Scotland, Mark, no sooner justice Valorum compelled these skipping currents to trust their heels. But the Norwegian lord, surveying from vantage, with furbished arms and new supplies of men, did begin a fresh assault.
Is this our captains, Macbeth and Banquo?
Sparrows eagle to the hair of the lion. If I must say sooth, they were as though cannons overcharged a double crack, and they doubly redoubled their strikes upon the foes. But I'm faint. My gash is quite for help.
So well thy words become thee as thy wounds. They smack of honor both. Go get him, sergeants. Who comes here?
The worthy Thane of Ross.
God save the king.
Whence camest thou, worthy Thane?
From Fife, great king, where the Norwegian banners flout the sky and fan our people cold. Norway himself, with terrible numbers, assisted by the most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict. But to conclude, the victory fell on us!
Happiness! No more that Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interest. Go, pronounce his present death, and with his former title greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
Where hast thou been, sister?
killing swine.
Sister, where thou?
Poking at warts.
Brewing potions.
Making gingerbread houses.
Shoving children in ovens.
Talking to my mirror.
Letting cats out of the bag.
Sister, where thou?
Flirting with centaurs.
Burning bridges.
Dismembering bugs.
Painting swans.
Rewriting Shakespeare.
Munching boulders.
Sister, where thou?
Reading feminist literature.
Kissing women. And killing their husbands. Awaiting a sham trial.
Burning at the stake.
Smashing the patriarchy.
Rocks.
A drum, Macbeth doth come.
The weird sisters hand in hand, posters of the sea and land. Thus do go about, thrice to thine and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up nine. Peace! The charm's wound up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
How much further is it?
What are these? So withered and so wild in their attire that look not like the inhabitants of the earth. And yet our aunt, live you? Or are you aught that man may question? You seem to understand me. Speak if you can!
All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glum.
All hail Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail Macbeth, that shall be king hereafter.
In the name of truth, are you fantastical? Or that indeed which outwardly ye show? My noble partner you greet with present grace and great prediction, of noble having and of royal hope that he seems rapt withal. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear your favors nor your hate.
Hail.
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 Lesser than Macbeth, and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
Stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more. I know I am Thane of Bloms, but how of Cawdor? Speak, I charge you.
The earth hath bubbles, as the water has, and these are of them. Whither are they vanished?
Into the air. And what seemed corporal melted as breath into the wind. Would they have stayed?
Were such things here, as we do speak about? Or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
And Thane of Cawdor too, and did not so.
To the selfsame tune and words. Who's here? The king hath happily received, Macbeth, the news of thy success. I have come to give thee from our royal master's thanks, and to herald thee into his sight. And, for an earnest of greater honor, he bade me from him call thee Thane of Cawdor. In which edition, hail, most worthy Thane, for it is thine. What? Can the devil speak true?
Gloms and Thane of Cawdor. The greatest is behind. Thank you for your pains. Do you not hope your children shall be kings, when those that they gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promised no less to them?
That trusted home might yet enkindle you onto the crown, besides the Thane of Cawdor. But 'tis strange, and oftentimes to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness tell us truths, win us with honest trifles to betray us in deepest consequence. Cousin, a word, I pray you.
Two truths are told. This supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion, whose horrid image doth unfix my hair and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature?
Look how our partner's wrapped.
If chance will have me be king, why chance may crown me without my stir. Come what come may, time and the hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favor, let us towards the king.
Very gladly.
Come, friends.
Is execution done on Cawdor?
My liege, I spoke with the one who saw him die, who did frankly report that he confessed his treasons, implored by your highness's pardon, and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing of his life became him, like believing it.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust. O worthiest cousin, welcome hither. I have begun to plant thee, and will labor to make thee full of growing. Noble Banquo, let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart. Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and you whose places are the nearest, know we will establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, whom we name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland.
The Prince of Cumberland! That is a step on which I must fall down, or else overleap, for in my way it lies. Stars, hide thy fires, let not light see my black and deep desires.
From hence to Inverness, and bind us further to you.
I'll be myself the harbinger, and make joyful the hearing of my wife with your approach. So humbly, take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor, fare thee well.
They met me in the day of success. And I've learned by the perfectest report they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned in desire to question them further, they made themselves air, into which they vanished. While I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor. By which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time with, Hail, King that shall be. This I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner in greatness. that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness has promised thee. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Glamis thou art, and Cador, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet I do fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness that should attend it. But thou wouldst highly, that wouldst thou holily, wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win. Hie thee hither, that I might pour mine spirits into thine ear and chastise with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from this golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Is thy master not with him?
So please you, it is true. Our thane is coming.
Give him good tidings. He brings great news. The raven himself is hoarse, that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlement. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here. Fill me from crown to toe top full of the direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breasts, and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers. Wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife sees not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, halt, halt! Great Glamis, worthy Cador, greater than both by the all-hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel our future is in the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Who never shall sun that morrow see. Their face, my thane, is a book where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. Bear welcome in your hand, your eye, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower. But be the serpent under it. He's that's coming must be provided for. And you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which, for all our nights and days to come, shall bring solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle hath a pleasant seat. The air, nimbly and sweetly, recommends itself unto our gentle senses. See, our honored hostess. We are your guests tonight.
All our service, in every point twice done and then done double. We're poor in single business to contend against those honors deep and broad wherewith your majesty loads our house. For those of old and the late dignities heaped up to them, we rest your hermits.
Give me your hand. Conduct me to mine host. We love him highly and shall continue our graces towards him. By your leave, hostess.
done when it is done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his surcease, success. That but this blow may be the be-all and end-all here. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed. Then as his host, who should against his murder shut the door, not bear the knife myself. I have no spur to break the sides of my intent, only vaulting ambition which overleaps itself and falls onto the other.
Later that evening.
How now, what news?
He is almost stopped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
No, you not, he has.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I bought golden opinions from all sorts of people.
Was the hope drunk, wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since? And wakes it now, to look so green and pale as what it once did so freely? From this time such I account thy love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire?
Prithee, peace. I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast, what's then? Then made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. To be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both. They have made themselves, and that their fitness now does unmake you. I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it were smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from its boneless gums, and dashed its brains out, and I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail!
We fail! But screw your courage to the sticking place and we'll not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto shall his hard day's journey soundly invite him? His two chamberlains with wine and wassail also convince, then memory, the warder of the brain, shall be but a few. When in swinish sleep their drenched natures lies in a death, what can you and I not perform against the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
But will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy two of his own chamber, and used their very daggers, that they've done it?
Who dares think it other? As we shall make our griefs and clamors roar upon his death.
I'm settled and bent up. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down. I have not heard the clock.
And she goes down at 12.
Take it 'tis later, sir.
Hold. Take my sword. There's husbandry in heaven. The candles are all out. Take thee that, too. A heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers, restrain in me the cursed thoughts that nature gives way to in repose. Give me my sword. Who's there?
A friend.
What, sir, not yet at rest? I dreamt last night of the three weird sisters. To you they have showed some truth.
I think not of them. Yet, when we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend in some words upon that business, if you would grant the time.
At your kindest leisure.
Good repose the while.
Thanks, sir. The like to you.
Is this a dagger which I see before me? hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not. Yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision, as sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou a doubter of the mind, a false creation proceeding from this heat oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshaled me the way that I was going, and with such an instrument I was to use. I see thee still, and on thy blade in dudgeon, gouts of blood that were not so before. There was no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes.
Now, over the one half world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings, and withered murder, alarmed by the sentinel, the wolf moves like a ghost.
Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps which way they walk, for fear thy very stones prate on my whereabouts. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
What hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Hark! Peace. It was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bellman who gives the sternest good night. He is about it. The doors are open and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. I dread their possets. The death and nature do contend about them whether they live or die.
Who's there?
Alack! I'm afeard they have awaked and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed confounds us. Hark! I laid the daggers ready. He could not miss 'em. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I'd have done't.
Husband, I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl shriek and the crickets cry. Didst thou not speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended.
Aye.
This is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh and sleep, and one cried murder that they did wake each other. I stood and heard them, but they did say their prayers and addressed them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and amen the other, as if they'd seen me with these hangman's hands. Listening their fear, I could not say amen when they did say God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
But wherefore could I not pronounce amen? I had most need a blessing, and amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought of after these ways, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice crying, sleep no more.
Macbeth does murder sleep.
The innocent sleep, the sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care, the death of each day's life, sore labor's bath balm of herd minds, great nature's second course, chief nurturer life's feast.
What do you mean?
Still it cries, sleep no more to all the house. Mobs have mercy, therefore Goyer shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more!
Who was it that last cried? Why, worthy thing, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of these things. Go get some water and wash this filthy wetness from your hands. Why'd you bring the daggers from the place? They must lie there, go and mark the sleepy grooms with blood.
I'm afraid to think what I have done. Look on it again, I dare not.
Infirm of purpose. Give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the grooms with all, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? Oh, it's with me, when every noise appalls me. What hands are here? They pluck out mine eyes. Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean of my hand? No. This my hand will rather the multitudinous seas incarnadine, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, but ashamed to wear a heart so white. way to our chamber. A little water clears us of the steam. How easy it is then? Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts. To know my deeds were best not know myself. Wake, Duncan, with thy knocking! I would thou couldst!
Here's a knocking indeed.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Shakespeare.
You guys! You like literally bought a ticket to this play. Don't you know you're all dead white guys?
King Duncan.
Too soon. Too soon.
Look
behind you.
Gotcha.
Does this play make any sense?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Answer me. Or...
Yeah.
Need a recap?
So there was this huge battle, right? And a bunch of people died. But Macbeth got a promotion. However, there was darkness in his teeth, so he went
Stabby, stabby.
to Duncan.
Look behind you!
The next morning,
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow, Wolf.
is that king steering body thing?
Not yet. He did command me to call Tamlin on him. I've almost took the hour. I'll bring you to him. This is the door. I'll make Sabot to call.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and, as they say, lamentings heard in the air, strange screams of death, and prophesying accents terrible of dire combustion and confused events. New hatched to the woeful time, and insecure bird clamored the livelong night. Some say the earth was feverous and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Oh, horror, horror, horror! Thunder heart cannot conceive nor name thee! What's the matter? Confusion now has made its masterpiece. Musacudus' murder has broke up in Lord's anointed temple and stolen the life of the building. What is you say the lie?
He knew his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight. With a new organ, do not bid me speak. See and then speak yourselves. Awake, awake! Ring the alarm bell, murder and treason! Malcolm and Donalbain, babe, awake!
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parlay the speakers of the house? Slave, speak!
Oh, gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition woman's ear would murder as it fell. Ubego, ubego! Our royal master's murdered.
Oh, alas! What, in this house? Too cruel anywhere. Dear doth, I prithee, contradict thyself and say it is not so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I'd lived the blessed time. For from this instant there's nothing serious in mortality, all's but toys. Renown and grace is dead.
What is amiss?
You are, and do not know it.
Your royal father's murdered. By who?
Those in his chamber, as it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So were their daggers, which unwiped we found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh, I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, tempered and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man.
Help me, hands ho! Look to the lady! Why do we hold our tongues? Rose may claim this argument for hours?
Let us away. Our tears are not yet brewed.
Nor strong sorrows upon the foot of motion.
Look to the lady. And when we have our naked frailties hid that do suffer in exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence against this undivulged pretense I fight of treasonous malice.
And so do I.
So all!
Let's briefly put on manly readiness. And meet in the hall hereafter.
Well content.
Isle and I. Our separated fortunes shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, there's daggers in men's smiles. The near in blood, the nearer bloody.
Torse, let's not be dainty without leave taking. But swift away. There's a warrant in that theft, which steals itself. When there is no mercy left, how goes the world, sir, now? Why, see you not? Is it known who has done this more than bloody deed? Those that Macbeth hath slain. Alas the day! The king's two sons, Malcolm and Donalbain, are stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed. Against nature still! Then, 'tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth. He is already named and gone to Scotland to be invested. Will you to Scotland? No, cousin. We'll to Fife. Well, I will thither. Well, may you see things well done there. Adieu. Farewell.
Thou hast it now. King, Cawdor, Glamis, all, as the weird women promised. And I fear thou playedest most foully for it. Yet it was said, it should not stand in thy posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine. Why? By the verity on thee made good, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope. But hush, no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, there would have been a gap in our great feast.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are with a most indissoluble tie, forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
Is far your ride?
As far, my lord, as will fill up the time twixt this and supper.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
Goes Clarence with you?
Aye, my good lord.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell.
Milady, the guests are arriving.
To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears and Bakewell dig deep. There's none but he whose being I do fear. He chid the sisters, when first they placed the name of king upon me, and bade them to speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head, they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my grip, thence to be wrenched by an unlineal hand. No son of mine succeeding. Now go to the door and stand there till we call. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please, my lord.
Well then now, what have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was Banquo in times past, which held you so under fortune, which you had thought had been our most innocent self.
You made it known to us.
Both of you know Banquo as your enemy.
True, my lord.
So he is mine, and in such bloody distance that every minute of his being thrusts against my nearest of life.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Clarence, his son that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than of his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour.
We are resolved, my lord.
It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from the court?
Aye, madam, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Madam, I will.
My royal lord, why do you keep alone? Things without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scotched the snake, not killed it.
Gentle my lord, slake over your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight. You must leave this.
Full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowst Banquo, it is planned to live.
But them in nature's copies not a turn.
There's comfort yet. They are assailable. There shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applauds the deed.
The west jet clears to some streaks of day and near approach to the subject of our law.
Hark! I hear horses.
Give us a light there.
'Tis he then.
A light, a light!
'Tis he, stand to it.
It will rain tonight.
Then let it come down.
Fly! Good Fleos, fly! 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 Thou mayest remember.
There's but one down, the sun is fled. We've lost best half of our affair.
Let us away and see much is done.
He wishes for it and he gets it. It's really impressive. You know your own degrees. At first and last, the hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Ourself will mingle in society and play the humble host, while our hostess keeps her state. But in best time, we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks. They are welcome.
Huzzah! See, they encounter thee with their heart's thanks. Be large in mirth. Slanja!
Slanja!
Let's dance. There is blood on my face.
'Tis Banquo's that.
'Tis better he without than he within. Is he dispatched?
Slit his throat, that I did for him.
Thou art the best of cutthroats, yet he's good. Thou did the likes for plans. If thou didst it, thou art a nonpareil.
My most royal sir, Leonce is escaped.
And comes my fit again, I'd else been perfect. But Banquo's safe.
Ah, he's safe and itchy by the 20 trench gashes on his skull, as much a death to nature.
Thanks for that. Don't get thee gone.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer.
Sleep remembered, sir. Now, good digestion, weight on appetite, and health on both. Please, sit.
May it please your highness, sit.
Here might be now our country's honor roofed, or the grace person of our Banquo present, whom may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance.
Well, his absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please sit your highness to grace us with your royal company.
The table's full.
Here's a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord.
Would you not done this?
What, me?
Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake thy gory locks at me.
Gentlemen, rise, his highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. Pray Pray you keep seat. The fit is momentary. Feed and regard him not. Are you a man? I, and a bold one, that dare look on which might appall the devil. Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but on a stool. Prithee, see then, behold, look, lo! Oh. How say you? I, what care I? If thou canst not speak, do what could imagine folly? If I stand here, I saw him. Fie for shame.
The times have been. The brains were out, the man would die, and there an end. Now they rise again.
My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
Don't forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health to all, then I'll sit down. Give me some wine. Feel full. I drink to the general joy of the table, and to our dear friend Berkeley, whom we miss. Would he were here. To him we thirst, and all to all
our duties and the pledge.
Along! And with my flight, let the earth hide thee! Think of this, good peers! There's a thing of custom! 'Tis no other, only it spoils the pleasure of the time. Hence, horrible shadow! Unreal mockery! Hence!
Why so? Be gone. I am man again. Pray you, sit still.
You have displaced the mirth.
You make me strange. For now I think you can behold such sights and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks when mine is blanched with fear.
What sights, my lord?
Pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once, good night! Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once!
Good night, and better help attend His Majesty.
Oh, kind good night, all.
It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. Stones have been known to move and trees to speak. What is the night?
Almost at odds with morning. Which is which?
How say you that Macduff denies his person at our great bidding?
Did you send to him, sir?
I hear it, by the way, but I will send. For mine own good, all causes shall give way. I am in blood, stepped in so far that should I wait no more, returning were as tedious as goer.
You lack the season of all natures. Sleep.
Come, woe to sleep. We are yet but young, indeed.
Thrice the grinded cat hath mewed.
Thrice the twice the head pig whined.
Hark your cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poison entrails throw.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags? What is you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you, by that which you profess, however you come to know it, answer me to what I ask you.
Speak.
Demand.
We'll answer.
Say, wouldst thou rather hear from our mouths or from our master?
Call them. Let me see them.
Pour in Sal's blood. Thou hath eaten her nine pharaoh.
Come, high or low, thyself in office deftly show.
Tell me thou art
He
no
knows thy thought. Hear his speech, but say thou not.
Macbeth! 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 Beware Macduff! Beware the thane of fight! Dismiss me. Enough.
Whatever thou art for thy good caution thinks, thou hast harped my fear aright. But one word more!
He will not be commanded. Here is another more potent than the first.
Macbeth! 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 Had I 3 ears, I'd hear thee.
Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff! What need I fear of thee? But yet I'll make assurance double sure and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live. What is this that rises like the issue of a king, and wears upon his baby brow the rounded top of sovereignty?
Listen, but speak not to it.
Macbeth shall never vanquished be, until great Burnham Wood, high Dunsinane Hill, shall come against him.
This will never be. Who can unfix the tree, unfix its earthbound roots, sweet bold winds good? Yet my heart throbs to know one thing. Shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
Deny me this, and an eternal curse fall on you. Let me know!
Show!
Show his eyes and grieve his heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
Horrible sight! Now I see 'tis true. For the blood-vultured Banquo smiles upon me and points at them for his. What is this so?
Aye, sir, all this is so. But why stands Macbeth thus amazedly?
Where are they gone?
I did hear the galloping of horse.
Who else came by?
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, that bring you word. Macduff is fled to England.
Fled to England!
Aye, my good lord.
From this moment, the very firstlings of my heart shall be the firstlings of my hand. The castle of Macduff I will surprise. Seize upon Fife! Give the edge of sword, his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that traced him in his line. No boasting like a fool. This deed I'll do before the purpose cool.
Patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom? To leave his wife? Leave his babes? His mansion and his titles in a place from whence himself does fly? He loves us not. He wants the natural touch. For the poor wren, the most diminutive of birds, will fight, her young ones in her nest against the owl. All is the fear, and nothing is the love. As little is the wisdom where the flight so runs against all reason.
My dearest coz, I pray you, school yourself. But for your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, and knows best the fits of the season. A dare not speak much further, but cruel are the times where we are traitors, do not know ourselves. Take my leave of you. Shall not be long, but I'll be here again.
Fathered he is, and yet he's fatherless.
I'm so much a fool should I stay longer. It would be to my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave.
Sirrah, your father's dead. And what will you do now? How will you live?
As birds do, Mother.
What, with worms? And flies?
With what I get, I mean, and so do they.
Poor bird, thou'dst never fear the net nor lime, the pitfall nor the gin.
Why should I, Mother? Poor birds, they are not set for. My father is not dead, for all you're saying.
Yes, he's dead. How wilt thou do for a father?
Nay, how will you do for a husband?
Why, I can buy me 20 at any market.
Then you'll buy 'em to sell again.
Thou speakst with all thy wit, and yet a faith with wit enough for thee.
Was my father a traitor, Mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor, Mother?
Why, one that swears and lies.
And be all traitors that do so?
Everyone that does so is a traitor and must be hanged.
And must they all be hanged that swear and lie?
Everyone.
Who must hang them?
Why, the honest men.
Then the liars and swearers are fools, for there are liars and swearers enow to beat the honest men and hang up them.
Now God help thee, poor monkey. But how wilt thou do for a father?
If my father were dead, you'd weep for him. If you would not, it were a sure sign that I should quickly have a new one.
Poor prattler, how thou talkst. Close your eyes and rest, child. Let your worries fly away. There is a tomorrow after every day. Thou may be fatherless, but you're not motherless. I shall not stray. Always be near. Thou may be fatherless, but never motherless. I am here. Bless you, fair dame. I'm not you know, yet in your state of honor, I am perfect. I doubt some danger does approach you nearly, if you will take a gentlewoman's advice. Be not seen here. Hence, with your little ones. Heavens preserve you. I dare abide no longer. Whither should I fly? I have done no harm. But I remember now I am in this earthly world where to do harm is often laudable. To do good sometime accounted dangerous folly. Why then, alas, do I put up that cowardly defense to say I have done no harm? What are these faces?
Where's your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified where such as thou mayest find him.
He's a traitor.
Thou liest, thou shag-haired villain!
What you egg, young fry of treachery?
You did it!
He has killed me, Mother. Run away! I pray you! Run away! No! No, please! No!
Meanwhile, in England.
Let us seek out some desolate shade and weep our sad bosoms empty.
Each new morn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face.
See who comes here. My countrymen. My ever gentle cousin. Good God, be kind to remove the means that makes us strangers.
Sir, amen. Stand Scotland where it did? Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. Cannot be called our mother, but our grave.
What's the newest grief?
That of an hour's age doth hiss the speaker. Each minute seems a new one. How does my wife? Why? Well. And all my children? Well, too.
The tyrant has not battered them at their peace?
No. They were well at peace when I did leave her.
Be not so stingy with your speech. How goes it?
I have words that would be howled out in the desert air, where hearing should not latch them.
What concern they? The general cause? Or is it a fee grief due to some single breast?
No mind that's honest, but in it shares some woe, though the main part pertains to you alone.
If it be mine, keep it not from me. Quickly, let me have it.
Let your ears not despise my tongue forever, which shall possess them with the heaviest sound that ever yet they heard.
I guess I did.
Your castle is surprised. Your wife and babes savagely slaughtered. To relate the manner, we're on the quarry of these murdered deer. To add the death of you.
Merciful heaven. What man hears sorrow words? The grief that does not speak whispers so for a heart and bids it to break.
My children, too. Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
And they must be from thence! My wife killed too!
I have said.
Be comforted. Let us make medicines of our great grief to cure this deadly revenge.
He has no children! Oh, my pretty ones. Did you say all? Oh, hellcat, all! Oh, my pretty little chickens. And they them at one fell swoop.
Dispute it like a man!
I shall do so, but I must also feel it as a man. I cannot but remember such things that were most precious to me. Did heaven look on and would not take their part? Sinful Macbeth, they all struck out for thee. Not that I am, not for their own demerits, but for mine. Heaven rest them now.
Be comforted. Let grief convert to anger. Blunt not the heart. Enrage it!
Front to front, bring down this fiend of scorn on myself. Within my sword's length set him. If he escape, heaven forgive him too.
This tune goes manly. Come, go we to the English king. Our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for the shaking. And the powers above put on their instruments. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long, that never finds the day.
I have for 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from her bed,
throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterward seal it, and again return to bed. Yet all this while in a most fast sleep.
A great perturbation in nature to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after her.
You may to me, and 'tis most meet you should.
Neither to you nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. Lo you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life, fast asleep. Observe her. Stand close.
How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually. 'Tis her command.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but their sense is shut.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action with her to seem thus washing her hands. I've known her continue in this a quarter of an hour.
Yet here's the spot. Hark! She speaks. I will set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly.
Out, 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 damn spot, out, I say! 1, 2. Why, then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie! A soldier and feared! Yet what need we fear, who knows it? When one cannot call our power into account. Yet who would have thought the old man to have so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? When will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that, my lord. No more of that. You mar all with this starting.
Go to, you have known what you should not. She has spoke what she should not. I'm sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Yet here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh, oh, oh.
What a sigh is there? The heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Well, well, well.
Pray God it be, sir.
This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those which have walked in their sleep who have died holily in their beds.
Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you yet again. Banquo's buried. He cannot come out on's grave.
Even so?
To bed, to bed. There's a knocking at the gate. Come, 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 come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed. To bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. More needs she the divine than the physician. So good night. My mind she is mated and amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
Hail to the prince!
Hail, good soldier. The English power is near, led on by my brother Malcolm and the good Macduff. Revenge is burn in them. Near Burnham Wood they are coming. That way shall we well meet them. What is a tyrant?
Great Dunsinane he strongly fortifies. Some say he's mad, others that lesser hate him do call it valiant fury, but for certain, He can no longer buckle his distempered cause within the belt of rule. Now does he feel his secret murders sticking on his hands. Now minutely revolts upbraid his faith breach. Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love. Now does he feel his title hang loose about him, like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish thief.
Well, march we on, to give obedience where 'tis truly owed.
Make we our march towards Burnham.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all. Till Burnham Wood remove to Dunsinane, I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? Where goest thou goose look?
There's 10,000.
Geese, villain.
Soldiers, sir.
What soldiers, Wayface?
The English force, so please you.
Take thy face hence! Satan! I am sick at heart. Satan, I say!
What is your gracious pleasure, my lord?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
I'll fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Give me my armor!
'Tis not needed yet.
I'll put it on. Send out more horses. Scur the country round. Hang those that talk of fear. Give me my armor! How does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with thick-coming fancies that keep her from her rest.
A cure of that? Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased?
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physic to the dogs! I'll none of it! Go! Put mine armor on, give me my staff. Satan, send out! Come, sir, dispatch! Thou couldst, doctor, cast the water of my land, find her disease, and perch it to a sound and pristine health. I would applaud thee to the very echo that should applaud again. Pulled off, I said! Oh. What rhubarb, sign, or what purgative drug could scour these English hence? Heardst thou of them?
Aye, my good lord.
I will not be afraid of death in Bain till Burnham Wood remove to Dunsinane.
Were I from Dunsinane away and clear, profit again should hardly draw me here.
What wood is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bough and bear it before him. Thereby we shall shadow the numbers of our host, and make discovery air and report of us.
It shall be done!
Advance the war!
Advance the war!
Advance the war!
Hang out our banners on the outward walls. The cry is still, they come! Our castle's strength will laugh us each to scorn. What was that noise?
It is the cry of women, my lord.
I have almost forgot the taste of fears. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been time for such a word. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out! Out, brief candle! Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
Gracious my lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but know not how to do it.
Well, say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon, methought, the wood began to move.
Liar!
Let me endure your wrath if it be not so. Within this 3 mile may you see it coming. I say, a moving grove.
Arm moment out! Ring the alarm bell! Blow, wind! Come, rack! At least we'll die with harness on our back!
Now, near enough! Your lead these will lead our first battle.
Fare you well. Do we but find the tyrant's power tonight? Let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
They have tied me to the stake. I cannot fly, but bear-like I must fight the course. What's he that was not born of woman? Such a one I am to fear, or none.
What is thy name?
I shall be afraid to hear it.
No, though thou callest thyself a hotter name than any's in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce such a title more hateful to mine ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest!
Thou wast born of woman, but swords I smile at, weapons laughter scorn, brandished by man that's of a woman born.
Turn, hellhound! Turn!
Of all men else I have avoided thee.
But get thee back! My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already. I have no words. My voice is in my sword.
Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one born of woman.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served told thee Macbeth was from his mother's womb, untimely ripped.
Accursed be the tongue that tells me so.